Good morning, folks. It's Christina here. I am back from Tasmania. So if you don't know, if you don't follow me on any other social platforms, a couple of things that have happened. One of which is I had a tooth removed because I had a infected tooth. So I've got two teeth that have been broken from the very beginning, in the sense of the beginning of carnivore. So they've always been broken. They just, through carnivore, have not caused me any drama or pain. So I've just left them. And then, I thought I would just wait and make the decisions later about what I was going to do about those two teeth. And so one of them developed an infection and an abscess underneath. So I had to get that removed, which meant that it was really hard to continue to be perfect or even a great carnivore during that period of time. I did my best. I ate yogurts, for example. I did have some mousse. I did have some cup of noodle soups because those were basically the only things that I could actually eat. And I was in so much pain that I actually didn't have the capability to make those things for myself. If I wasn't in the pain, I could have actually made myself, some chicken broth, and I could have made myself some yogurt, and I could have made myself some jellies and things like that. I wasn't in the capacity to be able to do that. So I just had to survive. And so now I am on the other side of it. And I thought what I would do is show you what I tell others to do when they have situations like this that inevitably arise. There's generally going to be something in your life where maybe you make a decision that you want to eat the wedding cake at the wedding party, for example, or it's Christmas and you're going to eat the desserts. Inevitably in somebody's journey, it generally comes up that something happens and they have to get themselves back on track. So I am now 10 days post extraction, and have come back from Tasmania. I've rested. Now I'm getting myself back on track. So here's what I'm having for breakfast. So what I'm having for breakfast is a chuck steak. Now, if you fry a chuck steak very quickly, you can get it to be actually delicious as if it was a sirloin steak. So I'm having that. I'm having some bacon and I'm having some cheese, and I've got a whole bunch of butter there. Now, what I tell people to do is this, that for the 14 days that you're getting yourself back on track, so let's say it was the birthday or it was the Christmas or maybe it was Easter and you couldn't resist the chocolate bunnies, whatever it is, right? Don't beat yourself up about the thing, just get yourself back on track. Now, it takes 14 days for the chemical effects of sugar to actually leave your body. So you might have cravings, for example, during those 14 days. You might struggle with thoughts, especially if you're like me and you're a carb addict. It might be challenging for those first 14 days while those sugar chemicals actually leave your body. So what I recommend you do is forget about the weight loss during that time. Forget about losing weight. Forget about any of those types of things and just keep yourself satisfied and full. So you'll notice my plate is quite big. There's a lot of food on there. Well, for me, there's a lot of food on there. And the goal is to fill myself up so that when I go out and about today, the idea of eating anything else is actually really limited because I am so full. I could not eat a single bite more. And do that for those 14 days. Keep yourself satiated and full for the 14 days. You can think about things like, fasting and intermittent fasting, etc., etc. If you want to go down that pathway, you can think about doing things that are going to, lower your insulin and, measure weight. And you can think about those things after the 14 days. First, get yourself through the chemical removal of those carbohydrates. So whether it be that you ate chips or whether it be that you ate the cake or whatever it was that may have now kicked off some carb cravings for you, get yourself through those first 14 days are the ones where you've still got the chemical components running through, like the biochemistry that gets changed when you start to eat those foods. They're still active for those 14 days. So fill yourself up, get through the 14 days, and then start to get yourself back on track with whatever your goals are, whether it be rebalancing your thyroid, rebalancing your adrenals, whether it be, losing weight or reducing insulin resistance. You can get yourself back on track with those things. But the key one is first, get through those 14 days. Fill yourself up with satiating and satisfying foods that you look forward to actually eating because they're your favorite, they're the most delicious ones, etc. And then think about your goals after that. All right, that's me. I hope you have the most amazing day ever, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.